Man, oh man, I don't know what to say right now. Never in a million years did I think the New York Knicks were going to be 2 wins away from winning the NBA Finals. Before the season started, I know we all thought that the Knicks were the favorites, but we knew that the championship ran through the West. That's what everyone thought. OKC were going to be repeat champions, but here we are, June 6th, 2026. The New York Knicks are 2 wins away. Who would have thought? Because certainly not me. Certainly not even New York Knicks fans. Because throughout the year, they've had their ups and their downs, but holy shit, they're on a 13-game win streak in the NBA playoffs. And the only person to take a game, fuck that, to take 2 games from them was CJ McCollum. Harden couldn't do it. Donovan Mitchell couldn't do it. Wemby has yet to do it. Joel Embiid couldn't do it, and Tyrese Maxey. CJ McCollum's the only one to do it. But now they are 2 wins away. And I want to talk about the ending of this game because it's still fresh on my mind. I want to get it over with. Victor Wembanyama, you and the Spurs went on a 14-1 run in 4 minutes. Managed to take control of this game late, showing why De'Aaron Fox was brought there. He was making clutch shot, making clutch plays. You guys were right there for the win. What does Vic do? Game on the line, tied game. He throws a boneheaded turnover. That turnover alone is what cost him the game. Fuck, I'm gonna get to his last second shot. I'm gonna get to that in a second because that was even. We're gonna touch up on that, but that pass to Castle was what cost him the game. But I don't blame that on Wemby at all, because in Wemby's mind, he's like, "Yo, my guard should be the one running this ball right now, because I want to give it to him and I'm gonna run by him. Because if I'm bringing it up myself, it's be hard because all the eyes are gonna be on me. If I throw it to Castle and get the defense to twitch a little bit, I can get by." Castle turned his head. I blame that mostly on Castle, but it is what it is. They still had an opportunity to win this game. Down by one with 7 to 8 seconds left. We all know the play. We've all seen the play. We all knew exactly what was going to happen. The ball was going to be in Victor Wembanyama's hands. And it was, rightfully so. But instead of just rolling to the basket off that pick, he decides, you know what? I am 7'5", and I have Mitchell Robinson on me. I'm going to take a pull-up contested midi. In no world on this God green earth is taking contested mid range over Mitchell Robinson the best play there. It should have just been a simple pick and roll. Worst case scenario, I don't mind De'Aaron Fox taking the pull up midi right there. But no, they decide Vic's getting this ball one way or another, even if he has to catch it at the wing in order to do it, we're going to let him do it like that. It was just so many boneheaded mistakes down the stretch that really showed, hey, we are the most inexperienced team here. The Knicks' experience is what's really kicking our ass right now, and our inexperience is really starting to show. Down the stretch of that game, De'Aaron Fox took it over. He controlled the pace of the game. He controlled the tempo. He was controlling on the defensive end. That's when they need him at times like this. But sometimes you think to yourself, De'Aaron Fox is useless. But right then and there, I want to have my De'Aaron Fox taking that shot. Because at the end of the day, I have it right here. Hold up. Boom, I have it right here. Vic had an all right shooting night. 11 from 21 from the field. He did have 29 points, 9 rebounds. I thought he should have more than this 9 rebounds. But the fact that Vic is taking 6 threes means that the Knicks are doing something good. Means that something in the defensive schedule, in the defensive scheme, is working. The fact that Victor Wembanyama took 6 3-pointers means that they are doing something right. And on top of that, the De'Aaron Fox was 8 of 12 from the field. He was 2 of 2 from 3. He finally found his rhythm, and I would have minded Fox taking that shot, man. It really felt like it was lining up for him to take it. I thought, hey, Dylan Harper, buddy, we're in fucking trouble in years to come. He had 15 points, 6 of 12 from. I know nothing about on his like stats right now shows, but he had some big time buckets, some big time plays on defensive end. They really go show, yo, there's no way he's only 20 years old. There's just no way. Same thing with Castle. I know Castle didn't shoot well tonight at all. Castle looked awful out there, except for he had that one move. I think that was in the second or third quarter, that kind of like Euro step. That was some crazy. That was a sexy ass Euro. I'm not gonna lie. That one like stuck to me. That was a great move for Castle. But outside of that, nothing else he did. Even on defensive end, I felt like he wasn't like he was too handsy. He wasn't really like staying in front of Brunson at all. I think he was too reliant on the switching and rotating rather than just staying in front of him. Back, but to the Knicks, to Knicks credit, I thought Josh Hart wasn't the greatest tonight. He wasn't terrible. He just wasn't the greatest. He was in foul trouble the whole time. He only played 18 minutes. So you kind of have to take that the way it is. Cat for me right now is the Finals MVP. His defensive Vic has been great. Offensively, he has been great. He's been playmaking, kind of. Not as much as in other series, but he has been rebounding the ball excellently. Right now, Cat for me is the Finals MVP. But the MVP for this game has to go to Mikal Bridges. Has to go to Mikal. In that third quarter alone, I feel like he had like 15 that third quarter. He had 9. But it was a loud 9 points. He was 4-4 of straight middies. Like there was one play where I think Brunson gave it to him on kind of like off an offensive rebound, I think, on a fast break, where he had a wide open layup. He said, fuck it, and turned to a midi. He made it, but I was just so confused. Why would you take the harder shot? But he made the bucket. I think they said at one time he missed his first shot and then went 8 for 8 after that, which is actually insane. I know in that fourth quarter, yeah, fourth quarter was stinky. He missed all his, like, what's his totals? He missed 5 shots, 4 came in the fourth quarter. He didn't have a good fourth quarter. Shamit. Holy shit, Shamit. Every time it feels like the Knicks need a bucket, Shamit is just somehow there. He's somehow there making a ridiculous three at the most timely spot possible. I don't know. I know he's missed shots compared to what I think he missed one in the conference finals, but his volume in this series has been a lot more than was in the conference finals. I'm not gonna lie. So I mean, look, Shamit, he is getting paid this offseason. He's going to be a free agent. He is getting paid. A team's going to look at this and believe this is how Landry Shamet is. Even though he was borderline unplayable throughout the entire year, come playoff time, he's the greatest shooter on the planet. But there's going to be a team out there that's willing to give Shamet more money than the Knicks are willing to give him. And listen, Miles McBride had that 1-3. His 1-3 he made was in the third quarter, and it was like during the peak of a Knicks run. They kind of iced it. I was like, ooh, McBride 3. I feel like we don't really see those. But he did his big one. And then captain. Captain. You got to be better, man. Captain, you just got to be better. 7 of 25. You're born to play basketball, right, Captain? You're born to play basketball. This is not what that looks like. I understand. I mean, you did have 5 steals, right? 6 assists. But yo, 20 points on 25 shots. That just isn't good enough, Brunson. That's just if you just shoot a little better, because everyone else did their big one offensively except for you. I know that your offense comes from more than just like, oh, I'm gonna put ball in basket. But when you're not pulling the ball in basket, when you're not putting the ball in the basket, it looks bad, and it did tonight. I thought in that fourth quarter that when they tried to rely on Brunson ball, it wasn't working. 3 of 9, 7 points and 9 shots. Yuck, Brunson. Yuck. And they went on that run in that fourth quarter, and you couldn't do anything to stop it. And I primarily pulling this on you because you are the clutch player of the year, right? This game went out clutch, and it happens. But the experience of the Spurs is why you guys won this game. If you're the Knicks, celebrate this win, 100%. You're 2 wins away from the NBA Finals. This isn't a regular season game to mope about. But what you do realize here is that the experience of the Knicks is what's beating the Spurs. And on top of that, Mitch Johnson, man, it's really opening my eyes to Mitch Johnson. I'm not gonna lie. This series, even last year's, also has been really opening my eyes to Mitch Johnson because he's just not making the necessary adjustments on time. He just isn't. Like Champagne not taking a single. Like I feel like Champagne didn't do anything this whole game. What do you have? 2 of 5. I mean, I know he isn't like a volume scorer, but I feel like he need to be a little bit more involved in the offense. I don't know what the Spurs do here. They look lost in offense. Defensive end, when Josh Hart's not out there, they don't know what the fuck to do. They don't know where to slot Wemby. Because it's not like you're on the OKC. With OKC, they always have 1 to 2 people on the court who are like 50-50 shooters. But the Knicks, when Josh Hart's not out there, even if Mitch is out there, Mitch is camping his ass in the fucking paint. He's setting screens, he's being involved. You can't camp Wemby anywhere. And that's been the biggest problem here. The biggest problem is that the Spurs have nowhere to put Wemby. At the end of that fourth quarter, you had Wemby and OG. You can't help off OG. I think, well, he's like 2 of 5 this game, which isn't terrible. 2 of 5, yeah, which is not terrible. 40% shooter. That's exactly what you need out of him. You can't leave him open. You can't leave OG open. You can't leave Cat open. You can't leave Mikal. Can't leave Jalen Brunson. McBride. Shamit. Only people leave open is probably these 2 and Josh Hart. The rest of them, you can't. Jose's only playing 10 minutes. Mitch is only playing 14 minutes. Josh Hart's only playing 18 minutes. You can't help off any of these guys, and that's what's really killing Wemby because that paint has just been free eats. That paint has just been. I said this before the series started that the paint was gonna be wide open. Whether Vic is on the court, whether Vic is off the court, that paint is gonna be open because there's just so much talent on this Knicks team, and it's starting to show. The Knicks, the Spurs need to adjust quick because in Game 3, if they don't punch the Knicks in the throat to start this game, and you give them the hope in MSG, it's over, man. Series might be over in 4 to 5 games, and I didn't expect this. I had the Knicks winning in 7, but the inexperience of the Spurs is really starting to show, and it's getting really scary. Man, this series has been so fucking great. I hope it's not a sweep. I know Bobby's saying, "Oh, you're rocking." I'm from New York. I want the Knicks to win, but I don't want a sweep. I want more basketball, man. I just want more basketball. Like the fact that if this is a sweep, it's gonna be the last time watching basketball until October. I can't do that. That's gonna hurt my heart. So please, Spurs, at least win one. At least win one. Extend it for one more game. But hey, we'll see what happens in Game 3. I'll be back then. As always, go hard on them dudes. Salute.